Ooh, that bull there is actually not that great of a bull. If you look at his left side, it's lacking a ton. Versus this bull here, look how symmetrical this thing is. Oh, our bull's getting up. Got the female in the way. Oh, that's gonna be taking him down. Yeah. Uh-huh. That bull is hit hard. We'll finish him off real quick. We're returning back to a game that we've played for, well, it's been quite a while now, and I'm actually very excited to get back to this game. We just spawned in here at Way of the Hunter, but if you look way over there, there is a pretty nice herd of Roosevelt elk. Look at that. I'd say the one that's bedded down there, the second from the left, is probably the biggest one. So now we just got to be able to figure out how to get over to there. Right now, as you can see, we are right here. So basically, we just need to go directly behind us. And that's where they are. A little more to the right, but mostly straight behind us. So here's kind of the viewpoint from here. And as you can see, right there is one of them. That's a 325-yard shot. It's not the one that we want, though. So what we may do is set up our blind a little more to the east side over here. And hopefully be able to get a better angle for a shot. I think we'll do that. There we go. Alright, now we got that. Let's remove this and try and climb up to the top of this ridge here, where we could potentially set up this tripod. We don't necessarily need the tripod, but I mean, hey, if we got it, we might as well try and use it. All right, so we have the 6.5 with this, and we also have the 300 Winchester mag, or the Remington 700. Now, I haven't used it in a while, and I was kind of hoping I'd get a chance to be able to test it out on something before we actually took it out here hunting, but looks like that's not exactly going to be the case. However, the good thing is we got a good chance at taking down a nice mature here with the Remington 700. We could use the 6.5, but I think we'll probably want to use the 700 just to be able to get the knockdown power to take down the bull. All right, now we got to get up there. And let's see what it looks like. There they are, right there. Did we go after the wrong herd of elk? Because there's no way that there wasn't at least a decent bull in that herd. There's the bison. You know what, guys? Somehow, I don't know how, but we ended up going the wrong direction. Yeah, the elk that we're going after are over here. On the top of that hill, right there. How in the heck did we get so far off? I have no clue. I really have no clue. Well, let's get moving. We wasted an absolute ton of time trying to get set up on these things, and though there is an elk there, it's a young bull. So what we're gonna do is take down this cow, I believe, first. Right there at 150, which would mean right there. There was another bull in there. Oh, I'd like to get a shot on that one. I really would. They're not there anymore. In fact, they're way the heck over there. They are on the move. How can I even get there quick? They're right there. They're literally right there. All we had to do is turn right and we would have seen them. They're literally right there. Perfect setup. Absolutely perfect setup. Let's see what we got. Oh, I told you there's a mature in there. Nice 2-star mature bull up in the front. Yep, that's the one I seen. Now we're looking at, why is it saying 400? That's because it is 400. 360 to be exact. What's this one? That's a young one. We don't want to take him. But we're going to go for a shot here on this one. At 460. I think we might have dropped low on that. I guess I should have just trusted what it said. When it said 400, I should have believed it meant 400. I thought for some reason it was like 360, 370, so I held a little bit lower. And yeah, it obviously wasn't. Oh, right there they are. Not the greatest angle, but if he moves a little more, we should have a shot. Oh, that was a good hit. Reload, reload, reload. Coming across this wide open here. He's down. We got him. Now, I'm pretty sure we hit him in the vitals at least twice, but I figured why not try and put a couple more into him just in case. Got some ducks down there. All right, we got our bull down right here. Let's take a look at him. But more so, let's see how the shot was on that first opportunity we took there. Looks like the first shot. This thing's been shot at a long time ago. I don't even remember this shot. Like, not even a chance that I would remember that shot. And it'd be even more cool if it actually showed what day the shot took place on here. Like it says, the distance and the wind, what rifle we used, but it doesn't say what day this took place. That was shot 1. 600 yards away. Here's shot 2. This is the shot we made today. The first shot did connect on lung and liver. So it's a good thing we didn't hold too high, because that shot made it all the way into the lung on the other side. It looks like it missed this lung and hit the back lung, but it also went straight through the liver. So essentially that elk should have went down from that first shot. But then we shot again right in the back of the neck there at 300. I do want to find out a little more about this. 58% on the genes. So it's a good one to take down. Whoa, 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 whoa. As we're actually over here looking for the bison and the cow elk that we just shot, we came upon these barren ground caribou here, and there's a couple of good ones. There's a really good adult there, a 1-star adult. We're not going to take him, but there is a mature 1-star bull right there. And I do believe there's another 1-star mature in the middle, which would be that one there. Yep, so we got 2. Boy, it's hard to tell though. Okay, that one that just bedded down right there is 250 yards away. We're gonna take him with the 6.5, and this shot needs to be precise. All right, he's bedded down right there. Whoa! I think he should be going down. It looks like we got some good blood there. Oh yeah, he's not going far. Let's keep an eye on that bull there. He is hit hard. You see how he's going so slow? All the other caribou are way the heck up in the front, and he's going slow, and I think he actually just went down right over there. Well, we took the shot right here, and I'm seeing some good blood. That's not blood. Huh. I thought it would have been blood, but that is not blood. However, that is blood. Right there. It is blood. You look at me like I'm crazy. That is blood right there. Look. Huh. Right there. Oh, 2 bear tracks. Oh, I'm interested in that. Yep. Wait, did it say Alaskan bull moose? All right, we got good blood here, good blood there. Still going. And I think we found our bull down. Yes, we did, right here. All right, cool. Let's pick him up and see how we did. Oh, our first shot did connect on a lung at 250 yards. In fact, shoulder blade double lung spine shot is what we hit right there on that bull. It was a good one too. A real good one, actually. Maybe even, in fact, too good. We only hit it once. So to be able to take it down with a 6.5 that fast is pretty impressive. That was a horrible genetic barren ground caribou. 1-star mature. It seemed like the rack was better than what this really was here. I was going to figure it was going to be like a 45 or 50 minimum, but to go down below 40, that's crazy. Single lung shot took it down, and 274. Now, the rest of these caribou are right here, so I'm pretty sure there's another mature in here. There's an adult. Female. Remember, the females also have antlers as well. Decent adult male. What's that one in the back there? Oh, that's a good adult. If it is an adult, then we definitely don't want to take that. I could have swore I saw another mature in there, but maybe not. Well, the key is, as long as we stay in some thick cover, these moose aren't going to be able to see us. Oh, right there I got something. That'd be a rock. Got bison over there. We got 3-4 moose here. This stupid 1-star adult that has horrible genetics right next to us. I really wish I had the bull right now so we could take him down. Hey, there's our tripod stand. But there's a 1-star young. But there's supposedly a 1-star young bull elk coming right towards us. With some of the most incredible genetics ever. And here's the thing. I've never gotten a 5-star mature elk before. So that's one of the things that I would love to do, to be able to do at least. And since we got this one feeding here, we got to make sure that we mark this area. And we'll come back in a little while to get the zone. These are all 1-star youngs, you guys. Okay. So we got 2 young, 1 adult, and 1 2-star mature. What we're going to do is we're going to take down the 2-star mature, which is this one here. Once we get an opportunity, that is. We're only 180 yards out, so we're well within range. But we just gotta wait for the perfect moment to take the shot. I mean, how cool is this? I still can't believe that's a 1-star young. I cannot believe that that's a 1-star young. Alright, now we just gotta wait for our bull to get up and present us with a shot. Ooh, that bull there is actually not that great of a bull. If you look at his left side, it's lacking a ton. Versus this bull here, look how symmetrical this thing is. Oh, our bull's getting up. Got the female in the way. Oh, that's going to be taking him down. Yeah. Uh-huh. That bull is hit hard. We'll finish him off real quick. And like I said, we are definitely coming back here very soon. I thought that was the 1-star adult moose. I was going to take him for sure. Where is he, in fact? No, don't see him. All right, let's get over here and let's mark the spot. Ooh, that could be our moose. Well, we gotta find some kind of indication that they're here. There's blood there. Oh, that might be it there. Yep, got it. See, they drink here rarely. But 90% on the potential fitness there is pretty impressive. Well, we don't have to track this one too far. He's laying right here. Let's take a look at him and see how the old 300 did. Oh, yeah, I figured that did a nice job. quartering at us, double lung shot right through the front shoulder there, and it exited pretty much dang near into the heart. Look at that. It was going straight for the heart. Right over the top of the heart. Just missed it. And then it's going to stop on the other side of the lung right there. Just like that. So, incredible shot. But then we shot him again on the run and made kind of an unbelievable double lung shoulder blade shot. Wow. Look at that. Drilled the shoulder straight through the first lung and into the second lung. Dropped him on the spot right there. So, a pretty epic follow-up lead on him. And let's take a look at the genetic percentage. 68.59% on the gene pool and a 2-star mature. So, not horrible genetics, but definitely a good enough one to take down out of the herd. Especially now the fact that we have 3 incredible potential 5 stars in the future. All right, here's our bison. And the shot, wow, how the heck did that drop him? One shot at 330 yards, dead center lung. Not even double lung liver, just double lung, and it dropped him on the spot. Oh, impressive. It was actually a 1-star adult, so not a good one to take down, but actually, in fact, it was a good one. Horrible genetics, 16.51%. So we kind of lucked out on that one. Well, I thought it was a cow moose this morning, but apparently it was a cow elk. Roosevelt elk at that, and a 237-yard spine shot. So this one should be an old female. The reason I took her down is because she was getting pretty gray. Nice double lung there at 107. So this one didn't even drop at 107, but the other one dropped at 300. Make that make sense. Anyways, well, it doesn't really show you what percentage or score it is, but it was a mature. I wish there was a way you could tell at least how old it was. 1,534 pounds. Still decent money for selling it. All right, so we got a 2-star adult here. It's not exactly a mature, but the genes, you can tell, aren't top tier. So we're going to take a shot at 150 on him. I'm going to say the genes are probably somewhere around, well, below 50. Let's just go with that. That was a smoked caribou right there if I ever seen one. But look at him absolutely just hauling. Slowing down pretty hard there now, and I think he just tipped over, maybe? I lost him. I don't know. Whoa, never mind. I would have been wrong about that. He's still running. Look at him. My God, is he still running? It's crazy how they can take a shot from a 6'5" like that and act like nothing even happened. But that's what he did. And he went down this way. Right over there. Holy. I mean, that's got to be him, right? Huh. That's one of the things about this game where you can't actually tell if you got the animal or not. As in, there's no hunting pressure. There's no markings on the map. There's no symbols that pop up saying, you know, dead animal. You have no clue unless you go over there and look for yourself. Absolutely no clue whatsoever. And there's our bull. Just like that. All right, lung. We actually got him a little far forward there. I might have been wrong about that. Yeah, I might have been wrong on that one. 88% is really good genetics, but at the same time, it wasn't top tier. It's not like it was a 90%. You know what I mean? It was close to 90, but usually like 92, 93% are the ones that you really don't want to get. So 88 is, it's questionable, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. There, that's what I'm talking about. We got eyes on a real nice 3-star mature mountain goat out here. He's a long ways out, but we can definitely take that shot as soon as he turns broadside. There's no reason to rush this shot. We're going to crouch down. In fact, we're going to try and go prone even and see if maybe that... No, we can't do that. We'll take a crouch shot here. He's the one right in the front. He just stopped there. And basically, we can hold that center crosshair right on him in order to connect for a shot. Actually, I want to make sure we get the right one this time, because now those two look kind of similar. Is that him? He's the one in the front by himself there. Good thing I didn't shoot. Oh, that was a money shot. Absolutely smoked that thing. See if we can take one more. Oh. There we go. That'll help bring him down. Cool. Big old 3-star mature is down. Yeah, I've been trying to climb up to the top of this mountain here for the last 15 minutes and just not really having much luck. Let's just say that. All right, here's our mountain go down. And the shot was perfect. Double long all day. 356-yard shot. And the second shot was just as good. In fact, even better because it went right through the artery. Double lung at 400 on the run. Let's take a look at what that gene pools were like. 66.68%. And it looks like the genes were pretty bad as well at 66.68% as a 3-star mature. So definitely a good one to take down. All right, we got one chance to make this count on this 1-star mature gray wolf. And we definitely did just that. First shot was dead center. I mean, for sure liver. But he wouldn't have gone too far, I don't think. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, I couldn't see it. It looked good. It looked like a good bull of some type. I don't know if it was like a caribou or an elk or a moose. But it was definitely something of that sort. Well, it went that way. And that's all wide open. So let's go over there and go check it out. Yeah, normally we used to be able to mark the last location of the animals, so we could take one shot and then just mark where we last see it. We can go down there and find the animal, but right now, that ability is not active, so we kind of need to take some follow-up shots. That's him. That's him. What is it? What is it? Oh, can almost... Ooh. Looks like a caribou. And of course some bison taken off, but yeah. I'd say that's a caribou. Cool. Alright. Let's pick up this 1-star mature. When I said dead center, I wasn't kidding. That was dead center. Straight through the liver. Which obviously is going to take it down very quickly as well, but we really needed to take it down quicker. And that follow-up shot was money. Perfect double lung shot. Quartering away, and it was a very good one to take down. 36% on the genetics. Not that the wolves really matter too much about getting a 5-star. It would be cool getting a 5-star wolf, but you really can't tell the difference too much. Versus like an elk, you know, or a whitetail. Something along those lines. You can really tell the difference in their rack size. And the middle bar should be 350, so essentially that should have been perfect, but I actually don't think it was. That's only 400 there. Now, it's not like our first shot was horrendous, it's just I think we might have misranged him a little bit. Now we got him out here at 400 yards, and this time we're going to be able to hold it right on that front shoulder. Something tells me we're going to have a different outcome. Oh, yeah. That's going to change things a little bit. But I also am not seeing him slow down. Nor am I seeing a ton of blood. Ooh, what do we find in front of us here now? It's a decent bull. A 1-star mature. He just bedded down right there. That should have been a double lung heart shot. But either way, let's keep an eye on him and see where he goes to. You know, there was actually quite a few more caribou in there than I really thought. There he goes. There he goes, right there. Hopefully he goes down just on the other side of that water. But he's still moving. Still absolutely hauling. And he's gonna drop right there. Alright, he's down. That's a pretty big female there in the back. And they're gonna feed there now. I wanna try something once. Alright, I see him back there. That's the one that we want. 400 yards away. We've already hit this thing like 3 times. But apparently the shots weren't quite good enough. Got him hit again. Now we're empty. Oh my God. He is officially down. Unbelievable. Oh, look at the animals coming out now. My God, look at them all. Right here. And that was a 1-star mature, 60% of the gene pool. Shot was a perfect shoulder blade double lung. Looks like that shoulder blade slowed it down quite a bit though. But it still had just enough to get double lung and continue through. So smoked him. All right, so remember when we took a shot at that bison in the beginning and I said we made a good shot? He made kind of a perfect shot. In fact, we absolutely smoked the lung. However, we also drilled dead center rib and it slowed down our bullet quite a bit from penetrating through in order to get a double lung. We did get a single lung and that's pretty much it. It stopped right before it could have hit anything. Are you kidding me? That's the heart. If we had more penetration, that would have hit the heart. At 385 yards. But it's mainly because we hit that rib. That one rib right there. Not here. Not here, but more so right here is what prevented us from hitting a double lung heart shot and absolutely smoking this bison. Unbelievable. A solid lung with a 300 Magnum, and it hardly did anything to this thing. It was a big old one though. It weighed 2,500 pounds. So I suppose that probably has a lot to do with it. But as if that wasn't good enough, we shot it again. And this time we shot the thing right through the spine. Are you kidding me? Just drilled the spine at 400 yards and it still did nothing to this bison. To bring down this beast of a bison. Unbelievable. And that one shot was perfect. Absolutely perfect. In fact, it was so perfect, it was going straight for the top of the heart. Well, anyways, that'll wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.